Welcome to the TYCAST. We're on episode 51. It's good to have everyone here. Thank you for everyone's watching live on Twitch and YouTube. Thank you if you're watching or listening after the fact. It's great to have you. This is episode 51. We had our big episode 50 party last week, which was fun. We all dressed up. We had a little cocktail party to celebrate 50 episodes. And what's cool is this week we have some new faces, which is awesome. Hi T, hi Itachi. Thank you for joining us. I'll introduce you guys in a second. Tonight's episode we are talking about. Oh, there goes the Discord announcement as soon as I post. We are talking about our most unique video games. So we think like that we've played. And so, just things that are different, things that are out there, things that, make you like, oh, it's kind of like is outside the box. And so we'll get into that. But first I want to introduce everyone. Russ at Cryo Weasel. How's it going, man? How you been?
Busy.
Yeah, you're still in the midst of moving, yeah?
I'm pretty much done now.
Oh, good.
I still really haven't had a chance to play anything since I moved, so...
You built a rocket, though.
I did have time for that. I wanted to do that before Sunday. I bought it for my dad for Father's Day, and I wanted to have a picture of it for when he opened it to see how big it was.
Oh, nice.
It was a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's huge. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I still haven't built my NES, which I'm kind of mad about.
The NES was actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. Yeah,
it seems like the
rocket was really easy.
Oh, really? I think it's just because there's so much they have like the motherboard and stuff inside the NES. Like it's so detailed. Yeah. I'm really excited to do it. I might wait a couple months and maybe do it with someone or something. Have it like a cooperative thing. I don't know. I need to figure out what to do. But so you haven't really been playing anything?
Nope. I played a demo for Metal Hellsinger.
Oh yeah,
it's like a rhythm first-person shooter. I just saw a trailer for it. I think it just came out during that Xbox show a couple days ago, or the announcement for it at least. And it's really good. And they have singers from System of a Down in it. And there was a couple other famous people that I don't remember off the top of my head. But the music was really good, and it sounds like it's going to be a really wacky story. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Nice. When's it out?
I want to say it was October.
Okay. Did you pick
September?
September. Did you pick anything else up besides your rocket?
Nope, that was it.
Nice. Itachi at Itachi Cosplays. Welcome. It's your first episode.
Yep.
You want to explain a little bit who you are, what you do? Little elevator pitch of everything.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Itachi. I cosplay. That's where I got my username from. I stream on Twitch almost every day, minus Wednesdays and Sundays. My cosplay content can be found at Itachi Cosplays on Instagram and Twitter. It's a little harder to find on Twitter, though, because it just gets so bundled up. And yeah.
Nice. Well, welcome. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
What have you been playing? Did you pick anything up recently, or any kind of overall pickups that you're into?
Yeah, so I just beat Horizon Forbidden West. That was a game I started a long time ago, but I couldn't really sink too much time into it, mostly because of school. But I got out, and once I got out for summer, I started putting a lot of time into it, and I beat it, and it was really, really good.
Nice.
And right now, on my Switch, I'm playing through Triangle Strategy. And I just started because I got excited for the anniversary event today. I started Final Fantasy VII Remake last night.
Oh yeah, I missed the event today, but I heard everyone was freaking the hell out about the really rebirth or whatever. Yeah, I missed it, but if anyone wants to give a recap, I'm all ears. T at Peg City 8-bit. What's up,
Hello,
man?
hello.
How you doing? Also, first timer. Thank you for joining us. It's
Yeah,
good to have.
yeah.
It's
No,
good to
thanks
have
for
you.
having me. Thanks for
Yeah.
thanks
Uh,
for the invite.
same. You want to explain what you do?
What I
you're.
do, what I'm up to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, name's T. I go by Pexity8bit online. I stream here on Twitch. I'm also very, very active on Instagram. Same handle, Pexity8bit. Basically, I categorize myself as a retro streamer, retro gamer. I also mod Game Boys over on Instagram as well. Taking a little step back from that, but yeah, just doing the Instagram content creation thing. Started streaming back in like November. Loving it so far, but yeah.
Nice. What have you been playing lately?
We just wrapped Ghost of Tsushima
Oh
on
yeah.
Tuesday.
I
That game is a
popped
lot
into that
longer
stream.
than I thought it was gonna be. It's an amazing game, beautiful game. Like, loved everything about it. It's just long. Like,
Yeah.
I think 4 streams in a row. I was like, all right, we're gonna finish this tonight, and then we'd get to the end of the stream and like there's still more. And then like it happened for 3 or 4 times, and then on Tuesday I was like, if we don't finish this tonight, like I'm done. Like I'm over it. So we finished that, and then I played through a little bit of Thumper, which is like a rhythm game where you're like on a track and you have to hit all the beats or whatever. Very similar, I guess, to like Frequency
Oh yeah.
and like those types of games, like pre Guitar Hero and all that.
Sure.
So yeah, we just played like the last couple levels and crushed that, and that was that. But that's what I've been up to the last little bit.
Awesome. Well, welcome. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Hopefully, see you and Itachi back, at least somewhat regularly. It's good to have you guys. Sally, Retro Arcade Party. What have
Hello.
you been up to? How are you doing?
I'm good. I am still trying to beat Celeste, which was I don't know how many book club games ago that was, but
Was that three?
I'm back on that. I'm determined to beat it, and still on Cyberpunk, still on Skyward Sword, and now we started It Takes Two.
We did.
So, I keep starting games and not finishing them, which
It doesn't help that I keep adding games to your list too.
yeah, moving out.
Moving out. Yeah.
I don't know what happened to that. We went from Overcooked, moving out, and then we left moving out and we went to It Takes Two.
I think because it was so similar, we were like, okay, maybe we do something a little bit different. We were
moving
doing those
out.
I liked moving out too.
It's funny. It's cute.
I just remember some of the little clips of us just like throwing furniture through windows and so it was
When
hilarious.
we started that, I had no idea it was you have to actually, the whole point is you just make a mess out of everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not
like,
break windows and put it in
didn't want to knock
the...
over tables or anything.
Yeah.
And it's like by the time we played for an hour, just like literally leaping through windows and with fragile boxes.
That's fun.
I'm trying to get you to play Turtles, but I don't think that's happening. I'm not holding my breath.
Well,
on that.
let me finish all these other 50 games in my backlog.
You do the same though. The games that I add to your backlog are smaller than the games that you add to my backlog.
Yeah, and I started Lost in Random just randomly.
What?
Lost in Random?
Oh yeah. I saw
it's
that.
on. It's an indie game. I don't know how old it is, but I became fascinated with the art style, and I said I have to get this game.
Yeah.
And I just started. I think it's a puzzle. I don't even know what it's about, but it looked so pretty, and I decided to start that. So now I started another one that I have to complete.
You know what else you got to start is to the moon.
I'm
dead
it's
serious.
It's only like 5 hours or 5 or 6 hours, I think.
We're not doing a video game book club episode until you finish that game.
Oh my god! Wait until I finish Celeste.
Yeah, you're almost there. No, not Hollow Knight. Fuck that.
No, Hollow Knight's gonna take you 12 years.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the B-side stages for Celeste?
Oh my goodness.
No, she's not. She's jumping straight to.
It's like $6 or something on Steam, or not on Steam, on the Switch store.
Yeah,
so like I just picked it up.
Celeste
yesterday.
is amazing. It was.
I've heard good
really
things.
fun.
I've watched a few people stream it, and I'm like, platformer, I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
let's go.
It's fun.
It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's so good.
It was picked for video game. We do the video game book club, where usually every month we pick, like everyone nominates a game, and anyone that's like is a panelist, we all nominate games, and we either vote for it or we spin a wheel. So last time we spun the wheel, and Chris's game To the Moon got picked, and so that's currently why I'm.
Not my game. Not my game.
What?
Skrills.
Oh yeah, you guys both nominated. I forgot. You had championed that game for so long, so I always associated it. I still think that there was some collusion going on with that.
It does not happen in these. It doesn't happen.
You guys got an extra vote in, or an extra nomination in. Yeah. So anyway, thank you, Sally, for being here. It's always a pleasure to have you. Brittany at Skrillerwolf. How you doing?
Hi.
What have you been up to?
Internal screaming throughout the week.
Oh yeah.
I got like a huge work project up on me, but I am thankfully like almost done with it, so that's good. And then hopefully like the rest. Basically, it was like a huge peak, and then Wednesday came, and then like all of the work that I had to do suddenly like teetered off, and I'm like, oh okay, I can breathe again. This is nice. So.
What have you been playing? What have you been up to?
I've been playing tidbits of To the Moon. Me and Jeremy just beat Sonic Mania.
Oh, nice.
So we're trying to figure out what to play next, and I've just been continuing Horizon Zero Dawn on stream.
Awesome. Nice. I forgot you were playing. Wait, Zero Dawn or Forbidden West?
Zero Dawn.
Okay.
I'm kind of holding out for Forbidden West until I get
I remember you saying
PS5.
that. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
But I wanted to beat this one before I go out and buy the next one. So
I got it mixed up because you were always like, you had the hot take that Zero Dawn's better than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Sally had a heart attack. We need to fill in for Sally.
There's a reason behind that, but I'm not going to go into the elaborate reasoning behind that.
Yeah, no, we actually, I think that we did that on an episode a few weeks ago. I think you went into it a little bit.
You know me, I like baiting people by saying Breath of the Wild's bad and all this other stuff.
Troublemaker.
It's good to have you, Brittany. Chris at Toaster Dog, welcome. It was awesome seeing you stream Turtles with your daughter earlier. That was amazing.
It was so much fun. Oh my god. She's going out of town for like the next 3 days, so I'm gonna be
really?
in sorrow, I think. Or maybe I'll just start a new save. I don't know which.
That was
yeah,
amazing.
I have been working on a new project. I'm working on a new video.
Ooh.
I've been playing some of the same games and Turtles, obviously, and I got one pickup, which is Wario Land Shake It.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Because the artwork in this game is just too cool not to pick up and try it. So
it's also short too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I can't wait to try it out.
That's awesome. Yeah. So Turtles. What else? Have you been playing anything else?
Yeah, I played the normal stuff, Rocket League and Dragon Quest XI.
Nice.
That's about it, really.
For sure. For me, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk. Thanks, Sally. I'm actually really, really enjoying it. Fireworks going on at the baseball stadium behind me. Cyberpunk is not a game that I typically play. I don't play RPGs or anything like that, even remotely. Never played Witcher, never played Skyrim, never played any of those games. But I was really stoked on Cyberpunk, and then I just sat on it, and so it was a little bit daunting, but I have been thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm getting close to the end of the main story. But now I got sidetracked and have been doing a bunch of side jobs and side missions and everything, and that's actually, I'm enjoying some of those even more than the main story a little bit. And so I'm playing on PS5. If you have a PS5 and you buy the PS4 Cyberpunk, you get the PS5 version for free, and it's actually really, really cool with they do all the DualSense stuff, and so you like the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers and stuff, that all is like fully functional, and it's really cool. Like different weapons feel different when you pull the trigger, the right trigger, and the resistance and everything. And when you drive cars, like feel the gas pedal like fighting against you when you're pushing down on it. It's a really cool experience, specifically on PS5. And so been enjoying that. And then obviously Sally and I, stick around if you're watching live. Stick around. Sally and I are continuing our It Takes Two journey directly after this. We've been playing that for the last couple of weeks, and I think Tachi said we're about halfway. It seems
Yeah.
like we're about. So we're gonna have some fun with that. So if you're listening or watching after the fact, sorry you missed it and out big time. But follow on Twitch, follow on YouTube. We're live on both spots. I think, have I been playing anything else? I feel like I've been playing other things. I skipped out on Mario Strikers for some reason. That was a day one purchase for me, and I just didn't buy it. So I don't know. I didn't have
the soccer one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Mario Golf. I love sports games, especially arcadey sports games, Mario sports games. For some reason I just wasn't the right timing for me. I was into other stuff. What's up, Neandermander? Good to anyway, all right, we're talking about most unique games. Unique games. Oh, by the way, anyone, I know Toast, you played Shredder's Revenge. Anyone else dive into that today? It came out today.
Not today, but I want to pick it up. I have a group of friends that I grew up with that we all love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
and we all,
nice.
when we were younger, we designated specific turtles to each other. So
that's awesome.
So I'm really excited.
Which one are you?
I'm Donatello.
Yeah, Donatello's the best.
The best one. Heck
Donatello
yeah, dude.
is the best one. We all know that, right? We all know that.
Yeah. You're no longer welcome if you don't believe so.
Right, well, Raphael's my boy, so
Raphael. Cool. Well, unique games. I'm gonna open the floor. Whatever pops in your head. What are some unique games that you've played? You know, what are the most? Anyone's free to talk. We're not going around the horn tonight.
I will say I have a list, and I accidentally put it in my grocery list. So at the top of my list, it says toilet paper.
Toilet paper is a fantastic game, especially when you run out and then you have to figure out what to do next.
That's where it gets really unique. You got to use some clever problem solving there.
Do you go for the newspaper or the
sandpaper?
May I ask why you're keeping the sandpaper?
That bathroom sandpaper.
My favorite is there's a TikTok where it's like it said like my fiance ran out of toilet paper in her bathroom and the camera just zooms in on her dog.
Yeah, gotta go for the dog. Oh yeah, I have Shredder's Revenge on Game Pass too. Anyone with Game Pass, you get it for free. Technically, that's how I'm gonna play it.
I have Game Pass. I played one game on it, and I just keep like every month I just get billed for it, and I'm like, I should probably use that.
Yeah.
So my Game Pass, I bought. I did it the whole thing a few years ago, where if it was when they did the $1, and it would convert all your Xbox Live Gold, like future payments up to 3 years into Game Pass Ultimate for $1. You just pull the trigger, and so I haven't actually paid for it in 2.5 years, but it's coming up, and I'm gonna have to start paying for it. And so like I need now, and so I haven't really been utilizing it either, except for Halo. But I've only been playing the multiplayer anyway, and so it's gonna come up. I think in like September or something is when I have to start actually paying for it, and I'm so sad. It's been I haven't utilized it very much. Brittany, what were you saying about unique games? Your list.
Other than toilet paper.
You're like hamburger buns.
Spaghetti noodles.
Salmon.
Yum. So there's quite a few on here that I could choose, but one of the things that I wanted to bring up, being the PlayStation fan I am, is in the PS3 era of games, I think that's when Sony like really was pushing kind of boundaries in like the indie scene. I think they were kind of the head of people doing indie games at the time. So I have a chunk of games here. I have Journey, Tokyo Jungle, Fat Princess, and Flower. Flower is a game where you play as flower petals.
Like drift through the wind, right?
Yeah, I haven't played anything like it, but it's just a very like relaxing game. I think you're supposed to go and like you're supposed to go in the direction of breezes and things. It's not, I mean, there's not like, it's not super deep, but the music is really pretty, and it's just something that was very different for a time when, you know, the PS3 kind of generation was known for first person shooters and action games and, you know, big AAA, big budget. How can we make this look like a movie style game? So to see that was very kind of contrasting. Journey, I think, is another one that's kind of like that.
I've heard great things about Journey.
Yeah, you play as these little cloaked figures, and you kind of wander around on your journey. It's a very pretty game. Again, it has a really good soundtrack. It can be played cooperatively in person, but also online, and you don't really know who you're playing with until the end when you beat it. It's not a very long game, but I didn't know that going into it, and so when I played the game at the end, it showed me this person, and I was like, oh, I thought this was a AI the whole time, and it turns out I was playing with another person.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was neat. Fat Princess is like an arcadey battle royale, but like with teams, I guess. Like I think you have like a 30-man team, and it's blue versus red. You're placed on one team, and you can choose classes. There's like a mage, a priest, a warrior, all these different classes. And there's different maps, and they're all named after foods, and you just play as these tiny little characters and go beat up other little characters, and there's like a little bit of strategy involved, but for the most part you can just kind of jump in and play. And I think even now, like, it still has a player base kind of following around. And the last one is Tokyo Jungle. These are like, I chose the ones that I think were kind of the biggest for the time. Tokyo Jungle is an arcade beat-em-up game about what if there was no more people left in Japan and like animals were just trying to do like King of the Jungle situation. So like your main objectives are to like beat up other animals, become stronger and level up, mate, and continue the next generation of the animal you chose and see how many generations that you can go. So like I think your starting animal is a Pomeranian. So you have to go and try to fight.
Things are vicious.
Deadly.
But it gets scary. Like there's parts where it's like, oh yeah, like I'm playing as like a tiger or something. This is great. But then there's other times where you're playing as something like a Pomeranian, and then tigers are coming after you, and you got to run, and it's scary. And it's super, super strange. It's super out there. But again, I think it was like, at the time and even now, all those games are pretty unique, and they were just like, it was what kind of pushed Sony to like embrace indies, and they were really embracing indies at that time, kind of pre Uncharted 3 and pre Last of Us. They were like, okay, how can we bring people to the platform? Let's put some weird stuff out there.
Yeah, for sure. Good list. I haven't played any of those actually, and so
I started Journey, and then like Britt said, a very beautiful soundtrack, very visually appealing. Like I just couldn't get into it.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a game that I kind of like, I was always intrigued by, but it never pulled me. And also, I was really late to the PS3. I didn't start playing PS3 till like the end of the cycle, and that's why I never had a PS4 until like that whole generation I was off on because I was off doing other things. That reminded me. No, I'm not even saying it. One game that I immediately thought of was Katamari Damasi, just for being way out there, so super cool and unique, and like the mechanics were creative with the dual sticks, and it was just like, you know, building your ball, but then also like then the weirdness of like, okay, the balls are stars, and then the king like ribs you for how like big your star is, and the whole thing is so weird, but the gameplay is so fun and unique. There's not a whole lot of other stuff out there like that. I feel like it was, especially for that time when like PS2, when they came out with this game, you're just like, whoa, like that it was kind of way out of left field, and they've managed to keep it going. And that's a game that I will always go back to if I'm like I don't know what to play. I'll play a level of Katamari. I actually really liked Beautiful Katamari on the Xbox 360. That one a lot more.
I've heard that's one of the best ones.
I love that one, but that one's hard to get a hold of. They just, you have to play it. I don't even know if it has backwards compatibility, and if it does, it's like it's hard to find. Anyway, I have a copy, but I don't know. I never hook up my. I have an Xbox Series S, so my Xbox One is like not even connected right now, so I don't even know if I can play it. But anyway, I play it or what?
Oh, I was gonna say I recently picked up Katamari because one of my friends had told me about it. That's actually how he met his wife. Is that he invited her over on a date to play Katamari, and they just bonded over Katamari.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
All right.
Nice.
And I'd ask my future wife to play Katamari with me.
That's what seals the deal.
What else? Throw something out.
Yeah. So I also have a list. I'm just gonna throw one for now.
Yeah.
It's Inscription. Inscription came out last year.
That was a video game book club game too.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, we were all playing it at the end of the year last year or early this year. I don't remember when it was, but several months ago. Maybe December. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So Inscription. I played it. I want to say 2 months ago, and it's a very good game. I didn't have low expectations going in, but I didn't know what to expect. So going in, from the trailers that I've seen previously and from what I've heard, I knew it was one, a card game, and two, it looked spooky. So that's all I know in all the advertisement, and like that's all it said. And I go in, find out it's has roguelike elements, and then I play more and playing more into it. I think I beat it, and then like it turns into a completely different game, and then I beat that, and it turns into a completely different game after that. So it feels like 3 different games in one, but it tells an overarching story, and you kind of have to piece together that story, and it just ends up being really, really interesting experience.
Yeah, I never made it past the first area when we were playing for the book club, but I watched some of like some other panelists were streaming it. I think Keezus was streaming. I was watching his stream a lot. I think it was his nomination. He was streaming it, and like I remember specifically loving how after you died, you would get like a little super card that you could like take with you. That was really cool because you're like, okay, you're like, it gives you a little bit more like power, and you're like, oh, this is amazing, and then it gets you a little bit further. You're like, okay, then you get another super card. And you're like, okay, it definitely drives you to keep going and trying again because you get those super cards. It was just like, I struggle with card-based games in general, and so I think that was my biggest struggle with that game. But I enjoyed everything I played with it. I think it was also just a time that I wasn't ready for it. I want to revisit though.
It's such a cool mix of genres with its like horror card game, roguelike elements being thrown in there. It's just it's a very like very creative and clever game. I'm glad somebody brought it up because I wanted to talk about it, but I'm like I've not played it. I've only watched people play it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sally.
Called out. Sally's over here napping.
Give me a game.
Okay. I want to say, first thing that comes to my mind is honestly Breath of the Wild. I know I glorify this game a lot, but
you've only posted about it 700 times.
Just because it's open air, and unlike a lot of games with Breath of the Wild, if I see a point off in the distance, I could get there. You know, I could glide over, I could climb over there, and I know I'm gonna get to that point. A lot of games, it's like very detailed, and you're not able to climb, you're not able to glide or fly or whatever, and it's hard to reach a point. I'm thinking like Witcher, it's also open world, but you can't exactly get to everywhere that you see. But with Breath of the Wild, you could explore pretty much anything you see. And I just love that idea of being able to roam around and, you know, you could just explore anywhere that you find, and you could take your time exploring. And I just love that idea, especially the gliding.
Yeah,
that really adds to it.
The thing with Breath of the Wild for me that, like, I think I because I tried it and I wasn't quite there with it. It was remember those first 3 shines and the ones in the snow, and I was like, I don't know, I keep getting fucking hurt every time I go up into the snow because it's too cold. At that point I was like, I don't know, and I just kind of put it down for a little while, and then I like went back to it and I figured out, okay, you have to eat the peppers and you have to get the whatever, like, to keep yourself warm. And so there was a lot of like roadblocks for me with that game, but then once it was like I got past that and I kind of like thought about it differently, it like kind of opened itself up, and I was like, okay, I don't like. Also, I was, it was the first Zelda game I beat, and so I appreciate that.
The great thing about that game is you could turn off the HUD, and you could kind of rely on your environment to tell you it's cold, so you need to do this, or it's getting hot, so you need to wear this armor or make something that'll cool you down. And it's all about just navigating and using your environment to tell you what to do. So I thought that was really neat. And I think I compared a lot to Witcher, which is more detailed and more convoluted, and there's Witcher has this immense inventory and a whole system of things, and Breath of the Wild is more toned down, so it's more easy to know where to go, and I have to make this, cook this, and it's more simplified. So I like that. You could just pop in Breath of the Wild and just explore for a few hours, and it doesn't feel like you're tackling a task, like a big mission. You could just roam around. Whereas other games, I feel like if you get into something, you're going to get into something.
Yeah, I mean, it truly is like it feels like a world that you can just be in without, you don't have that like, okay, this is a I need to do this mission or anything like that. Like, you can, I almost did it the other night. I was like, I'm just gonna go into Breath of the Wild and just walk this way, or
like
ride
the
my
Grand
horse
Theft
this way.
Auto Zelda games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you can just
and I think it took me a lot to get over that, like to get to that point. But I'm glad I did, because it's now one of my favorite games, and I didn't really give it a chance. I gave up on it like 3 or 4 different times.
You mainlined it, which was...
I know, but
that doesn't count. You have to go back and actually...
Well, that's why I was like, I almost went back. I'm almost there.
That doesn't count.
It's still amazing.
You have to play it how it's meant to be played.
And I had limited help. No, I appreciate that, and I'm excited for Breath of the Wild 2, because I know you called it like open air. Like, now it's obviously there's going to be like sky stuff and stuff like that. I think it's only going to expand that even more. I appreciate that being unique. I mean, everything gets compared to Breath of the Wild now, because it's not the first game that did it. It's you know what? Here's a good example. It's like the Apple of video games. Like, Apple is not ever the first company to do things, but they wait and then they do it like exactly how, like, ideally how it needs to be done, and then everyone else scrambles. And now
there's so many games that are replicating the style of Breath of the Wild. Even
Sonic.
Yeah. Another game that came to my mind is I played what was it called? The Wrong Dimension? This is not a game. Wrong Dimension. And it came out on Switch. I think it was this year.
This is not a game?
Yeah, this is not a game.
Oh, you played that?
Yeah.
I've heard great things about it.
And it was just like I don't know what you call it, the point and click, where you have to, they give you a scene and you have to use the UI even to find how to solve the puzzle. So you may have to like click behind your health or click behind your points to find what you need to do. I never played a game like that, so I found it was like really fun, and they made it very funny, and there's a lot of humor involved into it.
Isn't there like a Zelda like clone in there? Yeah. I heard a lot about that game. I've been wanting to check it out. I heard it's really unique.
Yeah.
And
reminds me of like the Impossible games, like they were browser based, like when we were like in high school. And like a very similar concept. Like you just like it's like push the red button, but then like it's not the red button, and it's like, you know, you have to push something else on screen,
Yeah.
or like move the smallest duck, and you have to move all the ducks around and stuff.
Yeah.
Those were fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard great things. I was listening to a podcast, and they were talking about like best games of last year, and that kept popping up as like on the list. I was like, I never heard of this game, and then I keep hearing people play it.
I think it's been on Steam for a while.
Yeah.
And it just, I only noticed it because it was shown on like the indie thing for Nintendo.
Oh.
And it caught my attention because, it came onto the Switch, and it caught my attention because it was just, I never played a game like this. That's so out there. It's outside the box.
It's on Switch now?
Yeah.
Is that what you played it on?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I had no idea. I thought it was still only on Steam. Who else has a game?
I got a couple.
Sure.
So one, and at first it's gonna sound like it's just like that's a game for real. So Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix. So it's basically it's a physical hack that I've got, but it's basically Super Mario Bros. 3 hacked with all of the new power-ups from like the Wii U games. So like it's got like the helicopter hat and like the penguin suit and all those like new power-ups that are in the Wii U games, but it's played as if it's Super Mario Bros. 3. So same playstyle, same like mapping structure, all of that. Same game mechanics, same physics, all that stuff. Picked this up a few years ago and didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I just saw it in a claim sale on Instagram and grabbed it, played it, and it's what I've played of it, it's good. It has some glitches because, you know, ROM hacks and whatever, but super fun game. Like it's like you're playing Wii U Super Mario on an NES. Like it's pretty neat. So
I've never heard of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a fun little game. I mean, it is what it is. But
the only ROM hacks I've ever played are the ones that come in like the image files that I like load onto my like RetroPie, and I look through the like ROM hack section. I'm like, half of them are like erotic or something weird. It's like NES.
Yeah, I mean, like Pokemon
NES
games get done all the time. And, like,
or Pokemon.
Mario
Yeah.
World stuff. Like this was like, I don't know, it was different. I've never seen anything like it, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I grabbed that a few years ago. The other one is actually a Wii game. It's called Let's Tap. So it's a rhythm game, and there's like different little like mini games, but you're supposed to essentially put the Wiimote on like a box or something, and then you tap the box. So I don't even remember I grabbed it. I think I grabbed it like EB Games, like I don't know, 15 years ago, and like played the shit out of it. It's such a good game. Very just like easy pace, but like it's so random because like you're sitting at your your dining room table, and you're like just tapping at a kit, a Kleenex box or whatever, and like you're trying to play with your sibling, and it's like, hey, like we need another box or you can use the table, but like obviously the table doesn't vibrate as much. But yeah, neat little random game
cool.
that you picked up. And,
there's a lot of Wii unique games, or even GameCube. Like I have the Donkey Konga Congos. I'm like, that's a really unique game.
They never really did. Like there's the like the other drum. What were they?
Taco drum.
The taco,
like the Japanese drums. Like there's that one, but then like
I have it over there.
Yeah, like there really isn't anything else. Like obviously like Guitar Hero, DDR, like that's kind of really it. But like there's no like physical peripheral rhythm games anywhere.
It's so cool because the Congos like you hit the middle and it triggers different than if you hit the edges, just like real like it, and like it. I didn't realize that until I like sat down and played it. I got them at like Goodwill or something for $5, like for the set of them. I was like, I gotta do this, like, and then I was playing it on my Wii, and I was like, this is cool, like this is fun. I was playing it with my son, and like those are really unique experiences. I feel like, especially the there's rarely that like, I don't know, Nintendo does it so good with those types of things. Sometimes they're misses, but so many more times they're hits. Or I mean, maybe it's the opposite around, but like their hits hit and their misses miss.
For sure.
But
they go for it. But they go for it.
But yeah, but their misses have a certain degree of charm to them.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
a proud Wii U and Virtual Boy owner, their misses are still so much fun, and there's so much, I don't know, there's so much more heart into them than like sometimes their successes. Like the Switch has gotten a lot of like ports and stuff lately, whereas like the Wii U and the Virtual Boy, they had to create like original content for it, or it was just not going to sell.
Yeah.
In the Virtual's case, it didn't sell, but
I've played my Virtual Boy once. I bought
Just to say you played it.
Yeah. And I was like,
Yeah,
all I bought was Mario's Tennis. I played it once. I was like, it's an 8-bit tennis game.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, it's going on the shelf. And it's modeled on the shelf now.
Well, those are going for like crazy amounts of money right now, right?
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it on stream because I saw it online, and it was like unknown condition, so I got a decent deal on it, and it didn't have a power adapter, and so I bought a power adapter, or I bought the battery pack like thing for it, and it worked. And then I bought one game, and I'm like, all right, I'm set. I got my Virtual Boy. It was just the controller and the headset, and even the stand was broken, so I had to buy a 3D printed. Like it came all the parts for it, but there's like a gem piece that screws in to hold it all together. Yeah. And there's like an aftermarket for those pieces, like 3D printed. And so I bought one of those, and now it's complete. And I got it for
complete.
Yeah. I know the one plastic piece is not authentic, but I got it for about not half, a little more than half of what they go for. So I consider it a win.
But it's loose. It's not complete.
No, I don't.
It's not complete
no, it's not complete box. It's just.
Oh, okay.
I have like it stands on its own and it works, and I can.
That's fair.
Can play it. Yeah, like so many times you'll just get the headset, you won't get the stand, or you.
Well, like I found this. Like I have a complete in box Super Scope. Like I got it as a Christmas present, but like I found one not long after for like $80 or something Canadian, so like $60 US, and I was like, yeah, here you go. So I shipped one to Toronto and I kept one. But like Super Scopes, one, aren't easy to find complete, and two, they're not cheap.
Yeah.
For what they're worth.
I feel like on a collecting standpoint, like Virtual Boy stuff is a lot easier to find complete in box stuff just because of how much of it wasn't sold.
It actually
well, that's what I asked.
Yeah. You
don't generally see them loose. You generally see like people with complete in boxes, and they're like, I paid way too much money for this, but I've got one now, and it's like, no.
No, I think I bought it for like 160 US, and then I just had to get the battery pack and then game, and then. But I mean, usually you get them like US. They're like usually about like when I was at a convention last year. I think they had a bunch of them, but it was just the headset, and they were selling for $250 a pop. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but like I feel like anyone I've ever seen like complete in box is like 800 plus.
Yeah,
like
US.
Oh
yeah, easily.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
that's why
$160 is nothing.
Yeah, no box, just the unit, and it works. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all
I mean, I've seen people selling box, like just the box here for like $100. I'm like, you are sniffing glue, my friend. Like, well, because like full like complete box with cardboard foam, Super Nintendos, just the box, and like they leave the just the box part at the very end of the ad. Right? So you open it up, I'm like $100 complete in box SNES, like yeah, no problem. And then you open it, and it's like just the box. I'm like, yeah, you can continue to sniff glue because I'm good.
Man, that glue smells good because I've almost bought boxes for $200.
I can't. I have to like. I'm over the last couple of weeks. I'm like, I need to chill on the game buying because I was like going after all of it, and I was like all into it, and I was like, you know what? I need to stop. I was like buying up lots of games from like Xbox and PS3 and PS2 eras, and I was like, this is out of control. I'm stopping. I don't even know where to put them. I still have them in boxes in my closet. I started like putting them up on shelves up here. I don't know what else to do at this point. I'm like, okay. I need to rebudget my gaming spending. Anyway, unique games. Russ.
I had a whole list, but I don't want to go through the whole list.
Give me your
so I'll just
3.
All right.
Or whatever you were going to do.
I was going to do 2, but I'll do 3.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I wanted to talk about Catherine because Aaron wanted to talk about it and he can't be here.
Yeah.
But that game is really weird. When I went into it, I thought it was going to be like a dating sim kind of game, but it's like a puzzle platformer, I guess you would call it. You're trying to climb a tower, and you have to like push and pull boxes to climb up the tower. And the story is, I don't think I've seen a game like it where the story is about you having I think it's a fiance or a wife. I don't remember, but you're cheating on her basically. And you're trying to like pick a route to go to which Catherine you want to go with.
You're cheating on Catherine with Catherine, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Catherine with a C and with a K.
Yeah, I don't know why I know that. I've never
There's
played
a third
this game.
Catherine in the remastered one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know that. So how do I know?
Catherines.
Did I look this up? Maybe I looked this up. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
But another game I wanted to bring up was Zombie U. Specifically the Wii U version of it. I was really excited for that game when it first came out. The trailers looked really cool to me. I like zombies, which I like Resident Evil a lot. And I thought it was really cool how you would just hold the tablet and you would look down like that's your backpack and you can use stuff from your backpack in your hand.
Oh, that's
And I
cool.
also liked how when you would die, you would be able to find your zombie self and you would kill it and get all your stuff back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's very Hollow Knight-ish.
Yeah. It didn't feel as punishing as Hollow Knight though. Like it seemed like it was kind of easy to go back and get your stuff from wherever your body was, but it was cool how it was just like a new zombie just wandering around. That zombie was you.
It reminds me of what the hell is it called? Until we die.
Until
Fuck,
dawn?
I can't remember.
Until dawn?
No, not Until Dawn. I'll Google it. I'll let you guys know. But it's like similar. Like you have to like climb this tower, and then like if you die, you have to like either go kill yourself, who's now OP as fuck, or just like start the game over, and you have to like climb this tower, and it just like never ends. Like that's the whole point of the game. I'll find it and I'll let you know.
Is it Slay the Spire? Is that it or no?
No, I feel like it's called Until You Die or something.
I've never played any of these games.
I'll find it.
Is that 2 or 3, Russ?
That was 2.
Okay.
The third one I wanted to bring up was Mario Kart. Oh God, I forgot the name of it. Home Circuit. I thought that was like super cool how you build the track like in real life, and you're using the Switch as like a camera. You can see the track like in first person.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool, and I still never picked it up yet, but I really want to play it.
It's cool. I have one, and my kids loved it. I have to give a shout out for Max, regular on the TYCAST. He was streaming Pokemon card unboxings, like on like openings, and he was using his Mario Kart home circuit like from the camera to his Switch through his capture card as his second camera, and so he was opening them in front of his little Mario Kart, and so his little head was in front of his unboxings. And I was like, "This is fucking brilliant! This is amazing! This is everything that I need." That and then he would move the cart around as his second camera because it was transmitting to the Switch. That's how he streams, is mostly from the Switch.
Oh my god!
But he didn't have a second camera, so he had his camera, and then the Mario Kart home circuit was his second camera. Like if you need a second camera and you have Mario Kart home circuit, you're all set. As long as you can stream, like you have a capture to stream from your Switch. No, I love that. It's kind of a pain to set up. Oh, Oh, hold on. Our names are all over the place. I think we
Oh, he
lost.
turned
We
his camera.
lost. We lost T. Oh, okay.
He just turned his camera off.
All right, we're
It'll
gonna.
go.
There he's
There you go.
back. Sorry, the names don't move with the cameras.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah, Russ, pick it up. Especially now.
What?
I remember people were talking about it being like it was gonna be all like hard to find and everything, but they started dropping in price and everything. It's pretty.
I have the page up right now, and it's only $88 at Target right now.
Yeah.
I think Best Buy puts it on sale for $60 sometimes as well.
Oh,
I bet around when the holidays come around, I bet they'll drop again. It's
now that I have the room for it.
Yeah. Congrats on the house.
Thank you.
You can chase your dog around.
Congrats.
She'll love it.
Chris.
Wait. Sorry to interrupt. I gotta go.
Oh yeah.
But
Here, let me.
can I?
Yep. Let me prepare. I know you gotta go.
Okay.
Booted.
You can hop out and I'll just readjust as soon as.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Could I say my list quickly?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You
okay.
only said one.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all good. So next one I wanted to talk to a little bit more before I just speed run the rest is Baba Is You. It's a puzzle game. It's like $10, I think. It is very, very interesting. You're a little character called Baba. The prompt is Baba Is You. You're like a little dog, little white dog cat thing. It's really cute. But there's a bunch of prompts on the screen, and one of them, two are always certain. One is Baba Is You, and the other one is Flag Is Win. But there are other prompts everywhere, and you kind of have to move the prompts to get what you want. So, one of them could be Door Is Open. You could move it to replace the word flag, and it could make Door Is Win. And all you gotta do is run to the door, and you beat the level. Okay. Or Wall Is Closed, you can move open to replace closed, and you can just clip through walls in the game.
Oh wow!
So it's a very cool. Very interesting. It's like you're messing with the code as you're moving the letters, or as you're moving. You're kind of
hacking the game depending on like how you play.
That's kind of cool.
That's that's a good one.
Yeah, so that I thought that was really, really cool. I played it on Switch last year, got it as a birthday gift, and it's just really, really nice. And the last ones I'm just gonna quickly speedrun through. Cuphead, art style, still don't see anything like it. Undertale, it feels like two games, two different stories in one. It Takes Two. You and Sally are playing it. I love It Takes Two.
Sally, are we gonna beat Cuphead too? We abandoned that one quick.
Oh, Cuphead's so good. DLC's coming out.
Yeah.
And last one is Portal. The Portal series.
Yes.
Yeah, Portal is amazing.
Love Portal.
Yeah. That's a good one. Itachi, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thank me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to come back hopefully for the full time next time.
Yeah, for sure.
But I gotta bounce now. Thank you guys. Pleasure meeting everyone. You guys are all great.
Too.
Have a good night.
And good night, everyone.
Nice to meet you too.
Take care.
Adios. All right. Sorry, I'm just gonna move names around now that we're 6 of us. Give me just a second.
I found that game.
What is it?
It's called Let It Die.
Let It Die.
Apparently it's on Steam. If the game didn't just go on forever, I would stream it. But like there's no end to it.
Yeah, that's tough.
No, it just keeps going. But like the first
I heard
probably
about
like
this.
the first probably like 20 floors are okay. As soon as you like get out of the building though, like and you're like now you're climbing like I don't know, like scaffolding and stuff, like it just gets like stupid. There's these things called jackals, and basically they're just like level 300, and like if you can kill one, like you know you get all their armor and whatever, but like good luck. But yeah, I don't know, it was free on PlayStation Plus a couple of years ago, and I would just like play it here and there for a little bit, and then and then it just got stupid hard, and I was like, hey, I'm done. Like this is just stupid now.
It's a Suda 51 game.
Oh, okay.
It was stupidly hard.
Like it starts out, it's easy in the beginning though. Like it starts out, it's like anything, but like you just get to a point where it's just like, okay, this isn't fun anymore. And like for me, like as soon as the game's not fun, I'm out.
Right. I never even made it outside. I didn't even know it went outside. I think I made it to like the 5th floor or something, and then I just kept dying on that same floor. And then when I had to kill myself, it was just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I just always used to like take like I'd try to like level up whoever. So like I would level up one guy, max him, and then like I'd play as him for as long as possible, kill him, and then like I would just level somebody else up so that I could kill that guy, and then get that guy back, and then level that guy up, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, I haven't touched that game in I don't know, like a year and a half, 2 years. Damn. Well, no, probably longer than that because my son's just turned 3, so 3 years, 3.5 years.
Oh, I got a 3-year-old. Welcome.
Your son only 3? He's almost 4 though, isn't he?
I have 2. I've one 7, 1 3, and just turned 3 a few months ago in March.
Oh, okay.
That's a fun time.
Yeah.
Lollipop.
Oh yeah, you missed the stream where he made an appearance 2 episodes ago. He was here. I just lost my train of thought. Do you only have one? Oh no, you have a second one coming. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah, in November. Thank you.
Yeah. Saw the announcement.
Yeah,
I knew that.
You.
I knew that. Is that
and good luck.
Yeah, cheers. Good luck. Toast. Chris.
Yep. I've been waiting this whole episode.
Dude.
No, I'm just kidding.
Dude.
I don't like interrupting people. That's my problem.
I know.
I'm like the worst person.
Literally before we started this, I was like, interrupt people. Don't feel bad. Start fights. And then Chris,
you're just like, I will wait to be called on.
Like pious Chris, just waiting for me to come.
Call me out. All right, so I have 2 that I think are worth mentioning. I know as soon as the episode is over, I'm gonna be like, oh crap, I just thought of this game. It would have been really great. That always happens.
Yeah. Me too.
The first one I'm going to talk about is Evo Search for Eden, which is on Super Nintendo. It's an Enix game, which was the first before Square Enix joined together. I say Enix just because it sounds better, but it's I guess it's like an action platformer, but you're not platforming all the time because you start out as like this I think it's a fish or maybe even something smaller than that, like bacteria. And basically you have to eat or attack other things to get experience points. And then you can use your experience points to buy like evolution items. Like you can buy a fin for your fish so it goes faster. You can buy like stronger teeth so you do more damage when you attack things. And the artwork is really cool on it too. And eventually once you get high enough level, you like evolve and then you can get feet and then you go on land and then it's like an actual platformer.
That's cool.
I haven't like that. Beaten it, but it's from what I've played, it's really fun. The other one I want to mention is Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime. I know I've mentioned this before.
Oh yeah.
But basically it's like an action adventure game, I guess. You play as a slime and you can like stretch yourself out and then like shoot it like a slingshot to attack enemies on the normal levels. And then for boss battles, it turns into like this it's like a MOBA like, I guess, but you're in a tank and your enemy is in a tank. And then you have cannons in your tank and you like shove items in the cannon and it shoots over to the other side, but the process takes a while. So like if you shoot something on the bottom row and they shoot something, they just like collide, and then depending on how big that item is or how much weight it has, they'll either crash and both items will fall down, or one will just simply overpower the other one. And then if you make your item go all the way to the other person's tank, it'll do damage to it. So like the tanks each have their own HP bar. But then you have some of the enemies and even yourself, you as the slime can jump into a cannon and shoot yourself into their cannon and like disable all their cannons and then shoot yourself back. So it's so different than anything else that I've played. So it's really fun. And then the other thing I want to mention, I guess there's two things. They're not like, I guess they are kind of specific games, but uh, I like games that take it like unique advantages of the hardware they're made on. Like Mario and Luigi Dream Team for 3DS. That game is good. It's way too freaking long, and that's the reason I don't like it. But like that first boss battle when you're going against Bowser, and like they have you rotate the 3DS on its side just to make it so like it's super huge. It was really cool.
Oh,
And I
that's
know
cool.
some of the Zelda games make unique use of the hardware on stuff like that too. Um, I want to mention I haven't played this, but I've seen videos on Yoku's Island Express, which is like a platforming pinball like genre
Yeah.
mashing games. Those are pretty cool too, I think. So kind of along with that line is I think I mentioned even last week that Final Lap Twin, where it's like a racing sim and a RPG kind of mashed together into one. It's just it's unique. It's not an excellent game, but it's pretty fun.
That reminds me of. Are you Toast? Are you wrapped?
Yeah.
Okay. That reminds me of OGM and Earl.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey,
toe
you
game.
can say Breath of the Wild. He can say Toe
I can
Jam
say
and Earl.
ToeJam and Earl
All right.
because that was fucking revolutionary. Okay, imagine it's 1990 94, and you get a game, and it's a couch co-op game that you stick in your Sega Genesis, and you each play a character, and you're in a world and you're walking around, and then as you approach the edge of the screen in opposite directions like this, it goes and it splits into split screen, and you both have your own screen, and you can wander around wherever you go. And it's a open world exploration with multiple levels where you have to find elevators and you go up to the next world, but they're all islands. So if you accidentally walk off the island, you fall down to the previous level, and it always tells you which level you're on. And the whole thing is an open exploration of finding your spaceship to return to your home planet in 1994, almost 30 years ago. And the whole split screen action of it's unreal. And then when you find each other, it rejoins to a full screen and you can walk around together. And if you walk up to each other and you like face each other, you guys high five, and it goes, "Oh yeah!" Like, come on. And then the soundtrack.
Revolutionary. That's for sure.
It
That's
was.
for sure.
I know. Yeah. I don't know. I got to say that there's so many. There are a lot of games that like really, like Echo the Dolphin. I have to say is another very unique game.
That game is messed up.
I
I spent hours on that game to never get anywhere. Like, and then I saw like someone actually play it like through, and I'm like, what happened in the development of this game?
I never beat it. I never got very far at all because it's so hard. It's such a hard game.
Yeah.
I actually got the echolocation mixed up the other day. I was like, "Oh, that's the game where the dolphin it shoots lasers, right?" And Jeremy looks at me and he's like, "You mean it uses echolocation?" And I was like, "Oh."
But yeah, like the boop, 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 like sending out the like
Jeremy said he screams. He screams in the water.
yeah.
I mean,
Not far
yeah.
from the truth.
Basically. Any final words before we wrap? Any last gasps of unique games?
I'm glad Itachi brought up Portal because that's
Yeah.
very unique, and nothing else. I can't think of another game that's been like it.
Portal 2.
Since.
Portal. You
That's
beat me
true.
to you beat me to it.
Portal and Portal 2, yes. Both very unique.
Yeah.
I thought of one. Blaster Master for NES. That's like it's kind of like a genre mash too, but it's like half the time you're driving around this Sophia
I
the
remember
Third
that.
tank, and the other half you go into the dungeon and you're just like the guy walking. Jason, I think is his name. and you just go in and like you go through the dungeon and you fight the boss, and then you come back and you get a power up, and then your tank can shoot something else new and find new areas and stuff. That was pretty cool.
I really liked Smash TV. I know it's probably not that unique, but for some reason that's what
Smash
popped in my head.
TV?
Yeah, you remember that?
Is that a sex game?
No, it should be. No. You know what's a unique game is genital jousting. Right there,
Oh,
right
God.
there. If we're talking about
that
unique
makes me
games.
uncomfortable. That's a little too graphic.
the don't watch the trailer. That game.
Banned on Twitch.
Yeah, if we're friends.
Are we allowed to even mention it on Twitch?
Oh yeah, yeah, we're allowed to mention it as long as we're not playing it. So we're playing genital jousting after this.
Sure, let's do it.
If you're friends with me on Twitch, I'm sorry, I bought it for 69 cents. I couldn't help it.
You have to buy it at that price.
Yeah, I was curious.
Just blur the whole screen while you're playing.
Exactly. No. What did I say before that? Oh, Smash TV. It was like the original twin stick shooter, like way before twin stick shooters were ever a thing. And so, like, maybe it's just like ahead of its time type of thing, more so than unique. But who would have thought of that at that time?
City Connection?
No, come on, Sally.
What? Driving a highway.
Aren't there like mice on?
There's a cat that you run into,
yeah,
and there's tons of cops. But what other game is like that? You just paint the highway. It's very simple. You just drive.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of early games like in that, a lot of NES games.
Elevator
like that.
Action.
What's that
arcade game?
What's that one that we played? The one that I suck at. The one with Mario. We played it on episode 49 because I suck at it. The one,
Dr. Mario?
No, the building one. The where you
Wrecking Crew.
Yeah. That game sucks. I hate that game.
Oh,
but also,
that's fun.
It is unique, though. It's unique.
It's unique. That's yeah. I agree. It's unique. I just suck
doesn't
at it.
suck because it's unique.
I suck at it. I don't say it sucks. Oh, did I say it sucks? I meant I suck at it.
I probably said it sucks.
Probably. I meant I suck at it. All right. We're done. Any final words? All right. We're off next week.
Jumping.
Jump. Actually, oh, you know what? I'll take that. That game is fucking infuriating, but also
Getting
unique.
over it. That's unique.
Wait, what's getting over it? What is that?
Where he's in a barrel and he's trying to.
Oh, the guy with the axe and shit. Yeah. Actually, why isn't Nettie here right now?
Right? Like, just go look at what she's streamed recently.
Octodad.
I just realized this was the Nettie episode, and we don't have Nettie on here. Holy shit.
Nettie would know. In fact, I feel like a lot of the weird games I've played have been Nettie recommendations.
I remember one of the first things I saw you stream, Sally, was with Nettie, and you guys were doing like the weird ass like
the gun simulator.
Hand simulator.
That's unique. Hand simulator.
Okay, we need to redo this episode, but with Nettie. And
just do like a part 2.
Part 2.
And it's just.
Well,
it's just...
I wouldn't say it's like a unique game, but like I didn't even finish it. I streamed The Lion King for Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
So it started as a stream, like as a community challenge, and they didn't hit it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm a good sport about it, I'll play it. And like it was probably the worst 4 hours of my life. Like it was I'm like, first off, this is a children's game. Like we'll start by saying that. And secondly, like this game is impossible. So like we played it
so hard
with an emulator with save states. I'm like, there's no way anyone's actually beat this game. And if you have beat it, I love to see it live because this game's impossible. And like, yeah, I ended up like glitching myself in a corner, and I was just like, okay, we're done here. Like I'm not playing this anymore. But yeah, like there's no way. Like no. Between that and Aladdin, like Aladdin is definitely easier Then Lion King, but Lion King's impossible. Like that, no.
I don't remember beating like the first or second level.
The second level is
I
impossible.
might have to stream that.
Ooh,
challenge
accepted.
I'll come watch that. If you can beat it, I'll come watch that.
Toast will destroy any game. I feel like
Yeah.
especially
there's a couple that I will not destroy. Battletoads on NES.
Yeah.
Turbo Tunnel is no problem for me, but after that it starts getting dicey just because I never had a time to get really that far in it.
Wait, which is Turbo Tunnel?
I never beat
the like the racing. Like, are you talking about in Battletoads? Yeah, where you like jump, you have to hit the jumps perfectly,
and then you got to go up and down to avoid the walls. Yeah. I can do that no problem.
Fuck that game. I got past that one time after like days and days of powering through it, and then you die right after. Like it gets even harder after that. I don't even remember what's after that, but I
know there's the snake levels after that, and then there's one where you're on like a surfboard. I know those two for sure. I don't know beyond that. Oh, I think there's an ice level too. It's been so long since I played that though.
Yeah,
I have never played Lion King on NES as far as I know. I have it. I've never played it, but
on Super NES,
maybe
it's hard as shit.
It's on. It only came out on NES in Europe
and Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I read that it was developed to be hard on purpose so that people.
I read that recently too. That like it was they couldn't rent it and beat it. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Which is shady as fuck.
Yeah. we had a whole discussion about that. That they deliberately made games tougher. Like
back then.
Yeah, back then because there was limited. They couldn't have 100 levels, or except for Bubble Bobble, they couldn't have 100 levels to get through in 2 days, and so they had to make them hard. So you had to do them over and over and over, and that mechanic doesn't hold up to this day. Like people don't have the same like dedication to just sit there and play the same level over and over and over again. They're like,
there's some like From Software games is like the exception to that rule, and Cuphead I would say is the exception to that rule in terms of modern games.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might do it. I'm kind of with T also about like once a game stops being fun, like what's the point of playing it?
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
But then you have like the whole challenge aspect too, and it's hard to back down from a challenge. So at least for me.
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like it was fun and we were having a good time and it was whatever. But like we got 2 Scar and then it just got like stupid. And I was like, okay, it's like I'm not having fun anymore, so we're done. Like I'm over it.
You just killed it.
Yeah, I'm like, no, we're done here. And like chat was cool with it. Like they weren't like, oh, okay, like like don't be a poor sport. It's like, first off, you guys didn't finish the challenge. I decided we were gonna play this, so like I'm gonna decide when we're done. But like I played Hollow Knight. Like Hollow Knight was, it's not a hard game. I find Hollow Knight is a challenging game, but like I don't think at any point when I played it on stream, like I never was like, this game is too hard. Like we're done now. Whereas like Lion King, I was like ready to throw a controller a couple times.
Yeah, like all right, not touching that, because I streamed Hollow Knight and I started like I felt like I was having an anxiety attack.
Oh yeah, no, like I'd put money on it that if you streamed the Lion King having never played it, like you'll break something.
I played it and I remember I was like, this is this is a garbage game. I'm like, I have no interest in beating like the first level. I'll play the first level over and over again, and then everything after that.
Yeah, first level is easy. You can play the first level all day, every day, no problem. You could play the first half of the second level all day, every day, no problem. The second half of the second level, yeah, no, like kick rocks, man.
It's funny because now I've gotten into like challenging platformers though, and like, has anyone played Katana Zero? I know Sally, you have played it similar times. That's like, it's a challenging platformer, but it's like it's similar to Celeste where you die, like one hit die, And so, but you don't have to replay a bunch of shit. Like you start from like it's like room based, and once you get through the room, like, but you have to get through the room, and then it like, then you start from that point. And so this like very rapid saves essentially, but you make one fuck up and you're dead, and then you have to, and so you'll do a room 50 times, but it doesn't feel annoying. And so it kind of feels like, yeah, it's like this built-in save state, every time there's like a new challenge type of thing. And I got really into that between Katana Zero and Celeste. I love Celeste because it has the same mechanic where you only have to do a little, like, usually it's like a 30-second portion, and then it clears type of thing. And I've been into those types of games lately. And so I don't know, maybe with save states I could get into some challenging platformer stuff, but I don't know. I'm not excited based on the way that you're talking about that. I've been wanting to revisit some old school games, old school platformers, but I don't know.
I mean, I would play it off stream.
Yeah, I don't know. I suck at Mario 3, and so
get your feet wet.
I can't beat a world in like a level in Mario 3, so I need to. I'll start with that. All right, let's roll. Thank you all for hanging out. We're over.
For sure.
It's already 10:20. I try to keep us to 75 minutes. Sally, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Sal and I are gonna go into some It Takes Two. We're continuing. Hopefully it fucking saved, because last time we replayed.
Yeah,
we
I don't know what
replayed
happened
like
there.
half an hour of the game because it didn't save, or maybe we just didn't know how the saves worked. But I think we're good. I think we quit and then went back in, and it was essentially like one step back from where we were, which is fine. I think we'll be good. So we're gonna end the episode. Give us like 10 minutes to pee and refill, and then we'll be back. But hang out. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you, Tachi. I know you're not here. Thanks for joining us. Russ, T, Sally, Brittany, Chris. Thank you all. Great episode. We'll be back 2 weeks from today. Next week, we're gonna be. I mean, everyone's not everyone, but I'm gonna be out of town. Sally's gonna be out of town. Russ, you're gonna be out of town. I mean, I'm gonna be out of town, so no one's gonna be here to produce the episode. But 2 weeks from today, we're gonna do an episode on our favorite games thus far in 2022, and so be there. I don't know what date that is. What is that?
Gonna be an easy one for me.
Ooh,
June 30th.
June 30th. That's 2 weeks. Holy shit!
Yeah,
so 2 weeks in June. Damn.
Yep.
June has lasted like 3 months. I feel like maybe I'm just excited for too many games. I'll be at too many games. Rush, you'll be at too many games. Sally, you'll be at too many games in Philadelphia, the greater Philadelphia area. Toast, we're gonna miss you this year.
I'm
Wishing I was
excited.
gonna be at too many games.
You what? You wish you were gonna be?
Yeah, I'm wishing I was.
I know. Oh, yeah, we're missing you and Aaron this year, unfortunately.
You got a Canadian this year.
Yeah, we lost 2 Americans and gained a Canadian.
Yeah.
No, 2 weeks from today, Sally, you and I are going to be at a Yankees game.
Yeah.
So that's why we're not having an episode. Or no, 1 week from today. 1 week. Holy shit. It's fast. It's coming up. We'll be at a Yankees game. So no episode next week. Thank you all. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to end it and then see you in 2 weeks. But also hang out. Sal and I are going to play It Takes Two where we left off. Give us 5 minutes or so. I'll switch over scenes. Thank you all. I love you all. See you later. Have fun. Have a good weekend. Adios. Bye.
See ya.